The first thing the savannah noticed was the stillness. A young lion froze mid-step, one paw lifted above the yellow soil, dust slipping slowly from his pads. The air felt wrong. No insects buzzed, no birds called. Even the wind seemed to pause, as if it had stumbled upon something it did not understand. Ahead of him, lying in the open grass where nothing ever stayed long, was a shape that did not move. It smelled of sweat and fear, and something sharp and strange. Human. The lion's chest rose and fell. His ears turned forward, then back. He did not roar. He did not charge. He only stared. Moments earlier, though it felt like a lifetime ago, the morning had been gentle. The sun had climbed slowly over the savannah, pale and cool, lighting the wide land in soft gold. The ground was dry and yellow, cracked in places, warm even at dawn. The lion had been resting near a tall termite mound, his body stretched long, still growing into its strength. He was young, not yet a full ruler of anything, learning the patience of waiting and the cost of mistakes. Farther away, half hidden by the open grass, a leopard watched the land with quiet eyes. She moved alone, as she always did, her spotted coat blending with shadow and dust. She had no interest in the lion, and he had no reason to chase her. The savannah allowed such distance. It was a place of rules older than memory. Then the wind shifted. It brought a scent that did not belong, not prey, not predator, not earth or grass or blood. The leopard felt it first, her muscles tightening, her head lifting slowly. The lion sensed it a heartbeat later, a faint sting in his nose that made him uneasy. Both turned toward the same place, drawn by curiosity they did not choose. That was when they saw her. The woman lay on her side in the open, her body still, her chest barely moving. The sun touched her skin, but she did not react. No struggle marked the ground, no cry broke the air. She was simply there, silent and wrong, like a fallen branch that should not exist in such an empty space. The leopard circled at a distance, each step careful, testing the ground. Her tail flicked once, sharp with warning. This was not how food behaved. This was not how danger announced itself. The lion moved closer, his head low, confusion pressing harder than hunger. Instinct told him to act, something deeper told him to wait. The savannah responded to their hesitation. The wind softened, the grass leaned inward. Even the sun seemed to dim, as if the land itself was watching. Neither animal touched her, neither turned away. They stood there, lion and leopard, predator and rival, bound by the same question. In that long, quiet moment, the balance of the wild shifted. The savannah held its breath, knowing that what came next would not follow the usual rules, and that this meeting would ask for something more than claws. The laughter came first. It rolled across the savannah in sharp, broken sounds, rising and falling like something cracked and cruel. The lion's head snapped up, his muscles tightened, every sense pulling toward the noise. Hyenas. More than one. Close enough now that he could smell them. Hot breath, old blood, hunger that did not wait. He stepped forward without thinking, placing himself between the sound and the woman lying on the ground. Dust puffed up around his paws. His heart thudded hard against his ribs. This was the moment his body understood, even if his mind did not. Danger was coming, and it would not stop just because something felt wrong. Only hours earlier the land had been quiet. The morning sun had risen gently, warming the yellow soil without burning it. The lion had stretched near the termite mound, blinking slowly, listening to insects wake and birds cut thin lines through the sky. Hunger had been a soft ache, nothing urgent. The leopard had moved like a shadow in the distance, calm and watchful, part of the land but never loud inside it. Everything had made sense then. Now nothing did. The woman still did not move. Her breathing was shallow, uneven, a faint rise and fall that barely stirred the dust near her face. The leopard circled closer, her body stiff, shoulders raised. She moved closer to the lion's side, not touching him, but sharing the line. Two predators, not hunting together, but holding ground together. The heat pressed down, the sun burned brighter. Somewhere overhead a vulture circled, patient and silent. Time slowed. The hyenas paced. The lion's breath came fast. The leopard's eyes never blinked. The woman lay between them all, still and small, unaware of how close death had crept. In that stretched moment, the savannah watched its own rules bend. Hunger waited, fear waited, choice stood trembling in the dust, and for the first time, survival was no longer about teeth or speed, but about what they would protect and why.
The lion charged first. He did not roar this time. He ran low and fast, his body cutting through the hot air, paws pounding the yellow soil so hard that dust burst upward like smoke. The hyenas froze for half a second, long enough to feel doubt. Then the leopard moved too, slipping forward with sharp steps, her body tense, her eyes locked on the nearest threat. She did not chase, she held the line. The savannah exploded with sound. Hyenas snapped and shouted, jumping back as the lion lunged again, stopping just short, close enough for them to feel his breath. The leopard hissed, a dry, dangerous sound, her tail lashing once through the dust. It was not a hunt, it was a warning. This ground was taken, this life was not theirs. For a long moment, no one moved. Then the hyenas broke. One turned first, then another, their laughter thinning into nervous cries as they retreated into the tall grass. The dust settled slowly, floating back to the ground like falling ash. The danger did not vanish all at once. It leaked away, step by step, until only silence remained. The lion stood still, chest heaving. The leopard relaxed her shoulders just slightly. Neither followed, neither needed to. The savannah had decided. As the sun began to lower, the heat softened. A cooler wind moved across the land, brushing through the grass and across the woman's face. She stirred. At first it was only a small movement, a twitch of her fingers, a deeper breath pulling air into her lungs. The lion noticed and stepped back at once, surprised by the motion. The leopard watched closely, her head tilted, eyes sharp but calm. The woman breathed again, then again. She did not wake fully. She did not see the lion standing a short distance away, or the leopard resting nearby like a shadow. She only felt the ground beneath her and the air filling her chest, steady and alive. Somewhere far off, birds began to call, soft and unsure, as if asking permission to return. The lion turned first. He did not look back. He walked toward the fading light, his shape growing longer as the sun sank lower. The leopard followed a different path, slipping into the grass with quiet steps, her spotted coat melting into gold and shadow. They left no sign behind, no blood, no sound, only scuffed earth and broken dust. The savannah breathed out. Long shadows stretched across the yellow soil. The sky shifted from bright to warm, holding the day gently as it slipped away. Insects hummed again. Life moved forward as it always did. The woman lay still but safe, wrapped in the calm of evening. Somewhere nearby, two predators disappeared into the land that raised them, carrying no reward, no memory to keep. Only the quiet truth remained, resting in the cooling air. Sometimes the wild does not teach survival through force. Sometimes it teaches it through restraint.